Hey there, Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I always like to start with a conversation started from Spirit, and I have to tell you that this is the second time I've attempted to do your video, but I didn't get very far. But your conversation starter that we originally got was the Death card. I don't know if it'll come out again, but the Death card is all about transformation, and we're walking into the week with the moon in Scorpio, which is in your house of transformation. So no matter what we get here, it's about transformation. It's about moving forward. And by the way, in the Death card, that it shows somebody that's walking away and moving forward, and now you have the Eight of Wands that came out. So this is about a big transition that's going on, some kind of a transition that has elements of maybe moving house, air travel, lots of communication because we have a letter carrier here. We've got the little boy with the plane in his hand. He's running fast. They've got the house up for sale. So these are some major kinds of moving things, things that move fast, things that move rapidly, things that have a lot of components to them sometimes. And so we are there in that 8th house of transformation. And so how can you handle this energy the best? Well, the position of the moon has it in the beauty spot. So you look for the beauty in the opportunity. Look for the beauty in the moving forward, the moving on, the letting go, that transitioning. There's beauty in it. And so it takes a little while. The first time I don't know, I had this card for a very long time before one day I saw the face in it, and now I can't unsee the face. All I saw were the flowers and the butterflies. And then one day I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a face in it. And so maybe changing your perspective, you know, maybe even looking at things like not quite completely, or maybe you need to step back or look at it in a new way to best gauge how to use that. So we just came off of that full moon in Virgo, which was in your, I don't remember where it was in your house. I would have to do the math, and I can't. But it was an ending of a cycle of things that had started 6 months ago, and you can check out that video. It's still there. Okay, so you are coming out of Sunday. There's this rest and this self-forgiveness. So a lot of times what happens is we do things, we make mistakes. We think they're mistakes, but they're really growth opportunities. And so we're all human, and it really helps to forgive ourselves for being human, for not knowing everything. If we knew everything, why would we be here, right? And so there's beauty in that. And there's beauty in the idea that we're learning and we're growing. There's not really a lot of room for regret. There's more like there's room for growth, right? And there's resilience. So on Monday, when the moon moves into Sagittarius at 4:19 p.m., it's in your 9th house of travel, of higher learning, and there's this resilience that comes with this, right? So this travel that's overriding the whole situation this week, this changing of the guard, this moving forward, this communication, looking for the beauty. See, she's lugging around what looks like refuse that someone threw out. Somebody thought this was a useless thing, but look, it's sprouting and it's growing and there's new opportunities. And so looking at things in a new way and becoming more resilient and looking for that. And then that moon will also help you to find the wisdom. Sagittarius searches for wisdom, and it's in the moon is in Sagittarius, and see how she's reaching, trying to gain more knowledge, trying to figure out where to go. And so this all falls in really in a nice pattern with this transformational energy that you have overriding the week. And don't forget to be grateful. And sometimes, oh my gosh, right? Sometimes we get like slapped in the face. Things are hard. We don't know what to do with them. And we're thinking, what is there about all this to be grateful for? And look for the beauty in it. Find the gratitude for the lessons that you learned, for the wisdom that was gained, for how resilient you are, for the beauty in the situation that you didn't think was there. And let's get you a little more guidance on that. I'm using the Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler cards. I like them for Sagittarius because Sagittarius is always about seeking and traveling, and oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so like I said, you had that Death card that came out, and now we have the Phoenix rising from the ashes transformation. So yes, and I think I said that wrong, so let me say that again. The Phoenix rising from the ashes. Oh my God. Yes, feel free to comment below on that. Okay, and also choosing your path and traveling. And so there really is this energy right here being reflected in the beginning of the week. And so you're definitely moving forward, moving on. You have an opportunity to really try something new that you thought was maybe kind of a disaster. And no, it's an opportunity. The opportunity is to learn from your mistakes and find a new way forward. And guess what? You get to choose your path. Everything is possible. This is all is possible, but really everything is truly possible for you. And your guidance coming up for when that moon moves into Capricorn, which is all about overcoming obstacles. There is protection as you move forward. There is resistance. Look, though, the resistance is around you. You just need to push through it, and there's protection for you because you're on the move. And it says, open the gateway to your garden. Give the universe more time to bring your wishes to you. Open the gateway and let them in. And so you are moving forward. You are experiencing this transformation. Things are possible. Opportunities are coming to you. You may not be able to see them yet. If you look, she can't see the growth because it's happening on her back. She's bent over and she's just pushing forward. She's pushing through the resistance and she can't see what's happening behind her, but it's happening. And so you may not be able to see the transformation. You may not see that you are really the phoenix that's rising from the ashes. But the messages and the information are coming in. See, the letter carriers bring it. The information is coming. You just need to open up and surrender to it. And so here we have. When the moon moves in on Saturday at 2:06 p.m. into Aquarius, surrender to your higher self. Surrender to the knowing. Surrender to the opportunities and let the divine guidance come in and release you. Release you from whatever it is that you feel like you're being held back from because you're actually going somewhere. You're actually having and experiencing a really amazing growth spurt here. I do want to talk a little bit about Friday before we launch into exactly what we're going to get here for Aquarius. Is that moon is going to square on Friday with Uranus. And Uranus is getting ready. It's at the last degrees of Aries. It's getting ready to move into Taurus. And so Venus rules Taurus and Uranus is getting ready to move there. And Uranus rules Aquarius, and so there's just kind of a complicated situation there, and so expect maybe a little tension over the weekend about love or money because Venus rules both, and so there could be a little of a problem with that. And it says here, your emotions are healthy, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release the anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And maybe that is self-unforgiveness that you need to do, right? So forgive yourself for not knowing everything. Forgive yourself for having made choices that maybe now you go, oh, I think I could have done better than that. We all could have done better than something at some point. I mean, where's the growth if we don't make some mistakes? I mean, if we really are getting it right the first time, why are we here? Can't think of a good reason. Let me get you a color card for the week. So it looks like Aries, it's decision time. But it's like almost past that. It's kind of like it's time to go. The transformation's happening. And so rest up over the weekend coming up. And then get ready to launch right on in. Because it looks like it's going to be pretty busy there. Starting on the 25th with all this transformational energy. And you have Scarlet, attracting success. Attracting success. You can have what you want. Right? You get to choose your path. You absolutely get to choose your path. The transformation, it's happening, right? It's definitely happening. Open up the gates and let the good stuff in. Okay? All right. Well, that looks pretty good. Nice way to start out the readings tonight. So good job, Aries. I will see you back here next week. Be sure to give me a comment and let me know what you think. Thumbs ups are great. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Hang in there. We have this is the week to kind of get your stuff together because next week looks pretty rough. Lots of stuff going on. And plus we lose sleep. because that's a daylight savings time. Okay. All right. So not this week, though. So good thing. Rest up now and get ready. All right. And good luck with all that transformation. We'll talk to you soon.